Hello and welcome to this session. Today, we will do another lesson of English grammar, essential English grammar. We will be talking about singular and plural. Yes, I do understand right now the grammar lessons might be appearing very easy, but it's not going to be this way for long. I can tell you there are going to be challenging exercises that will be following. And those exercises will not be very easy. What are these essential grammar exercises doing for you? They're giving you a proper backdrop to work on. When your sense of English becomes profound because of a very good understanding of essential grammar or a profound understanding of essential grammar, your speech automatically becomes better. But that doesn't mean that this essential grammar is the main component of this course. The main components of this course were, are, and will continue to be the three pillars. What are the three pillars? The spontaneous speech, the shadowing exercises, and of course, the coterie talk. So before we get into the nitty-gritty of the difficult part of the essential grammar, not very difficult. Rest assured, I am here to explain. I'm here to help you out. Let's finish off with the fundamentals. Right now, we are doing the fundamentals. So I'll start a presentation, a very brief presentation. And yes, this presentation will have exercises. Before starting the presentation, it's probably a good idea to say hello to some of our participants, right? So let's say hello to some of our participants. Okay, here we go. Good evening, Sanjay. How are you?
Good evening, sir. I'm fine.
Okay, so how's the practice going?
Better, sir.
Better.
Yes, sir.
What about the coterie talk?
Uh, Coffee talk is very fine.
All right, it has started out. Maybe it'll take some time since your coterie has been changed.
Yes,
Probably
sir.
it'll take a while before you get adjusted to the new arrangement. Everyone will need that time, and I'm sure after people are comfortable with the coterie, the talks will happen on a regular basis. We have a long way to go still, so nothing has been lost thus far, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Shivam, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
How are you doing?
I'm doing absolutely fine, sir. And what about you?
I'm doing absolutely fine too, my dear. So, how's the practice going?
It's going. It's been going well, sir. But the past week was not very good for the practice because it has been hectic. So I could not do all the things like shadowing and spontaneous. So the past week was not good. But I'll
Never
try to
mind.
manage.
Never mind. Sometimes, things don't go the way we want them to go. Doesn't matter. Your spirits mustn't get dampened by what happened last week. Start out with the exercises now, right?
Sure, sir.
Okay. Okay, good. Pallavi, good evening.
Good evening, sir. How are you?
I'm very good. How are you?
I'm good, sir.
All right. So, what's happening? How's the practice going?
Yes, sir, it's going well.
Good. Very good. Okay. Seema, good evening. Seema, good evening.
Evening, sir.
Right.
Evening, sir.
Okay. How's your thesis coming along?
Sorry, sir.
How's your practice? How's your PhD thesis coming along?
Sir, it's working.
Okay. Your voice is breaking. Somehow there's some lack of clarity. Probably you need to plug in that mic properly.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now tell me, how's that research going?
Sir, I am doing at my pace.
You are doing at your pace. All your friends and I are so eager to see that title DR written before your name. You're waiting for that
Thank
day.
you, sir.
And when that day comes, I mean, you will have to treat us all to some sumptuous dinner. Okay? Remember that.
Sure, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you for being a part of this course, Seema, and thank you everyone for being a part of this course. Okay, one more participant. Okay, let's say hello to Hemanta. Hemanta, good evening.
Good evening, sir. How are you?
I am good. How are you?
I'm also good, sir.
You're also good. Hemanta, you joined this course pretty late. So are you practicing? Are you working through the exercises? Are you doing the spontaneous, the shadowing and the coterie talk regularly?
Right now, I'm doing only shadowing exercises. Uh,
Only
I
shadowing. Well,
haven't, yes, sir. I haven't
doing,
done any spontaneous speech or the coterie talk.
look, doing shadowing alone will also help. But if you want a triple punch
Yes, sir.
so that you can accomplish the highest level of fluency, you have to practice all three methods. If you have any difficulties understanding how you have to go about practicing the other two methods, you can have a discussion with your friends, or you can watch those first few videos on YouTube, right? That'll help you
Okay,
pick
sir.
up what you missed in the first few classes. Right then, with that said, let's start the presentation. Here we go. Okay, so today we will be dealing with numbers. Hey, you know what is a number, don't you? Of course you know. We are today going to talk about singulars and plurals. Singular and plural, right? Whichever expression is correct. Okay, so going ahead with it. Just 1 second. As usual, I will read the stuff on the screen and then explain. So introduction is singular and plural are both grammatical forms of words. Singular refers to one thing, while plural means more than one thing. Now, this thing we are talking about could be what? Could be a living being, could also be a non-living being. So if we are talking about one boy, we will say boy. If we are talking about more than one boy, we will say boys. Likewise, if we are talking about one girl, we will say girl. If we are talking about more than one girl, we will say girls. If we are talking about one book, we will say book. If we are talking about more than one book, we will say books. If we are talking about one camera, we will say camera. If we are talking about more than one camera, we will say cameras. Elementary, I know that. Okay, moving ahead. Let's take an example. Singular and plural are both grammatical forms of words. Singular refers to one thing, while the plural means more than one thing. For example, the word cat is singular because we are talking about one cat, meaning it refers to one cat, while the word cats is plural, meaning it refers to more than one cat. Nothing new in that. We understand this. Let's move ahead. Let's take some examples, right? And remember, soon we will be having what? We will be having exercises. Exercises. You will have to come up with answers. Okay. Right. My team writes, Sanjay is probably not in a coterie group. Well, we'll talk about that later. Okay. That's an important issue you have raised. Thank you, my team. But we'll have to take it up. If Sanjay doesn't belong to a group, we'll have to talk about it. Okay, because he needs to do coterie talk. Okay, so let's take up some examples of singular and plural. Let's look through some examples. Dog, one dog. Dogs, more than one dog. Child, one child. Children, more than one child. House, one house. Houses, more than one house. Country, one country. Countries, more than one country. Mouse, one mouse. Mice, more than one mouse. Okay, let's take more examples now. Just a second. Okay, tooth, one tooth. Teeth, more than one tooth. Sheep, one sheep. Sheep, more than one sheep. So there are certain words for which the singular and the plural forms are the same. Singular and plural words are the same. One example is sheep. Singular is sheep. One sheep is sheep. More than one sheep will also be sheep. You don't say 10 sheeps. That will be wrong. You will say 10 sheep. There are other examples. Scenery. S-C-N-E-R-Y. Scenery. Some picturesque landscape, right? One scenery is scenery. More than one scenery is also scenery. And although these days we use the expression hairs, H-A-I-R-S, hairs, but earlier in the classical system and many of the Indo-Anglican systems, hair, one hair would be hair and more than one hair would also be hair. Although these days the expression hairs has been accepted. All right. So sheep, sheep. Planet, one planet. Planets, more than one planet. Cherry, one cherry. Cherries, more than one cherry. Fly, one fly. Flies, more than one fly. Moving ahead. Baby, one baby. Babies, more than one baby. Guy, one guy. Guys, more than one guy. Now, who's a guy? Now, at one point of time, it was very fashionable to only refer to boys as guys. These days, guys could mean both boys and girls. So one guy, of course, is guy. More than one guy, guys. Foot is one foot. More than one foot, feet. Man, one man. Men, more than one man. Woman, women. Animal, animals. Going ahead. Some tips for making plurals. How do you make plurals is the question. As you can see, the plural form of most words is simply adding an S to the end of the word. However, there are exceptions to this rule. For example, words that end in Y usually change to IES in the plural form. Now, you don't have to remember these rules. You just have to look through the words and internalize the syntax, internalize that English communication. You should not focus your attention on rules. Rules are sometimes for you know what, right? So do not be bogged down by rules. You are not here to learn rules. You are just here to communicate better. All right. Some words have the same singular or plural form, such as sheep and fish. One sheep is ship. More than one sheep is also sheep. One scenery is scenery. More than one scenery is also scenery. In case of fish, the classical system was one fish is fish, more than one fish is also fish. But these days, the expression fishes is also acceptable. There are books, very many books written where the expression fishes has been used, and that is accepted as correct. Okay. Now the exercises for my learned participants. My learned participants will be giving the answers, right? Okay, be ready, my learned participants. 1 second. 1 second. Okay, here you are. All right, you will have to change the number. Please take note that you don't have the singular always as the word that needs to be changed. Okay, you might have a singular or a plural to start with. If it's a singular, you have to give me the plural form. If it's a plural, you'll have to give me the singular form. Okay, goose, a large bird. Goose, goose. Shivam, what is the plural of goose? Go ahead.
Geese.
Geese is correct. All right, Sanjay. Proof. Give me. Proofs is correct. Proof is singular and proofs. Just add an S, you get proofs. That is right. Lekha. Girl. What is the plural version? Plural form.
Girls.
Girls is correct. Absolutely right. Okay. Sneha. Boy. What is the plural?
Boys.
Boys is correct. Pallavi, the word is sails. Sails. What is the
The
singular form? Yes, tell me.
Sail. Sail.
Sail is correct. You are right. Okay, good.
Yes, sir.
Let's move ahead. All right. Kirti. Pens. The plural is pens. Give me the singular form.
Pen.
Pen is correct. Isha. The plural form is cows. C-O-W-S, cows. Give me the singular
Cow.
version, singular form.
Cow. Cow,
Cow.
sir.
Cow is correct. Okay, Hemanta, the word is books. Books. Give me the singular form.
Sir, book.
Book is correct. Seema, the word is buffalo. Buffalo, singular. Give me the buffaloes is correct. For how do you get the word buffaloes? You have to add es in the end. I mean, it's just by instinct that you should learn all this. You don't have to follow any rules. Okay. All right. Sushmita has just joined us. Sushmita, you were not there when I was explaining the stuff, but no problem. I'm sure you're intelligent enough to take the question. Echo is the singular form. Give me the plural form.
Echoes.
Echoes is correct. Again, you have to add es. Absolutely right. Okay, Shivam. City. The word is city. Give me the plural form.
City.
Cities is correct. C-I-T-I-E-S. Now, you might be thinking that these are lollipops. What is Biswajit doing? Why is he giving us such simple questions to answer? Hold on. Don't worry. Right, very soon, that mace which I'm preparing, the mace of English grammar, will soon be falling on your... No, it will not fall on your head. Don't worry. It will fall next to you so that you are given a jerk. Hey, what's happening? Essential English grammar is not so easy. We are just starting out. That is why probably the exercises are appearing very easy. Doesn't matter. Okay, Sanjay, story. Story is the singular. Give me the plural form.
Stories.
Stories is correct. S-T-O-R-I-E-S. Stories is correct. Okay, Lekha. Photographs. Photographs. Give me the singular form.
Photograph.
Photograph is correct. Good. All right. Sneha, homes. Homes. What is the singular form?
Whom.
Home is correct. Okay. Pallavi, a little tricky one. Loaves. Loaves. Give me the singular.
Loaf. L-O-A-F.
L-O-A-F, loaf. Absolutely right. The bread that you eat in the morning, the slice on which you apply, I dare say, vegan butter, and then you eat it, right? So that loaf I'm talking about. Okay, so loaf, loaves. Loaves is the plural form. The singular form would be loaf. Okay, going ahead. Kirti, watches. Watches. Give me the singular form.
Watch.
Watch is correct. Very good. All right. Isha, branch. Branch. Give me the plural form.
Branches.
Branches is correct. Absolutely right. Okay. Hemanta, box. Box. Give me the plural form.
Sir, boxes.
Boxes is correct. Right. Seema, piano. Piano. Give
Sir,
me
piano.
the pianos is correct. Just add an S and you get the plural form. Right. Okay. Sushmita, handkerchief. Handkerchief.
Handkerchiefs.
What is the plural form?
Handkerchiefs.
Handkerchiefs is correct. Just need to add an S. That's it. It is not handkerchiefs. It is always handkerchiefs. Sushmita is spot on. Very good. All right, moving on. Right. Shivam, son-in-law. Son-in-law.
Son-in-law.
Give me the plural.
Son-in-laws.
Son-in-laws. Uh-huh.
Son-in-law.
Son-in-laws. Is it son-in-laws?
The sons-in-law.
Relax. I'm here to give the correct answer. All of you do not try and become a teacher now. Okay. Yeah, son-in-law. Take another chance. Shivam.
Sons-in-law.
Sons-in-law is correct. It is not son-in-laws. It is sons-in-law. Keep that in mind. Very good. Well done. Okay. Sanjay, daughter-in-law. Daughter-in-law. Give me
Daughters-in-law.
daughters-in-law is correct. It is not daughter-in-laws. Keep that in mind. Daughters-in-law. All right. Lekha, lawyers. Lawyers. Lawyer is correct. Okay. Sneha, lookers on. Lookers on basically means the crowd that is watching something happening. Lookers on. What is the singular?
Look on.
Think over again, my dear. Is it
Looks on.
Take another chance.
Looks on.
It is looker on. Looker on. Looker on to lookers
Looker
on.
on.
Looker on.
Looker on.
Looker on means a spectator, right? A street magician was performing tricks and lookers on were watching her or watching him. Okay. Looker on is singular, lookers on is plural. It was a little tricky one, so quite understandable. Don't worry. Okay, Pallavi. Men of words. Men of words. What is
The
the
man of words. Man of words.
Man of words is correct. Very good. All right. Kirti. Axis. Axis.
AXES.
Okay.
Axis.
Access is correct. You have given a very good answer, Kirti. Well done. Access. Axis. Access. Okay. Do not confuse AXES access with ACCESS access. These two have different meanings. One axis means the plural of axis. What is axis? That line about which things happen. For example, the earth rotates about its axis. Okay, so it is that axis I'm talking about. So the plural of that axis is axis. And when you're talking about access, ACCESS, that means approachable or the degree to which one is approachable. Depends upon the context. Okay. Right then. Isha. Radius. Radius. Give me the plural.
Radiuses.
Take another chance. Kirti, don't give the answer.
So no idea.
No, you have an idea. The moment I tell you, you'll say, oh, I knew it like this.
For not striking.
Okay, it's not
What is
striking you.
exactly
It's not
why?
striking you. All right, I'll tell you the answer. The answer is radii. Radii. R-A-D-I-I. Radii. Radius is what? The half of a circle's diameter. Right? So
Yes,
you
sir.
have more than one radius. It's called radii. R-A-D-I-I. Now tell me, did you know it or not? Say yes or no.
Yes, sir. I know it, but this time this word is not striking me.
Okay, it didn't strike you, but it was certainly there in your head, right? I can't believe
Yes,
that you
sir,
didn't know
but-
it. All
Yes, sir. I
right.
know it, but
Of
this
course
is
you
not
know it.
my
Of
mind.
course you know it, dear. I know that you know it. Okay. Hemanta, brother. Give me the plural.
So one is brothers and other is brethren. I learned this. I think
One is brothers and the other is?
brother from same society. I think.
Oh, you are talking about brethren. Brethren, that's a different word, my dear. Don't get into that. Brethren is a completely different word, although the meaning is the same. I'm glad that you say it, but the meaning, but here, let's go by the simple plural, brothers. Don't get into the brethren stuff right now, okay?
Okay.
Everything will fall in place with time. Don't worry. Okay, so here are the answers. When you get the presentation, check up with the answers, please. And now the ultimate grammar is practicing the primal methods. Before I get into this stuff, let me give you a few more problems to solve. Let's see. They are not there as a part of the presentation. I'll simply ask you, you give me the plurals. Let's see if you can get them correct. Okay? All right. Here we go. Okay. Nitesh has also joined us. Fine. All right. Pallavi,
Yes, sir.
what is the I'll give you singulars, give me the plurals to all of you. Damsel, damsel, D-A-M-S-E-L, damsel. What is the meaning of damsel?
D-A-M,
D-A-M-S-E-L. Damsel means a girl. Damsel.
girl.
What is
The plural.
what is the plural of damsel?
Damsels. Damsels.
Damsels is correct. Damsels is correct. Right. All right. Hemanta. The word is happiness. 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 Give me the plural form.
I think it is uncountable.
Uncountable or countable? Well, I'm not getting into all that. Just give me the plural form, my dear. Stick to
It
the
should be
question.
happiness. Happiness.
Happiness is correct. Okay, some people would say it is happiness. The plural of happiness is happiness. No. Happiness, the plural form is happinesses. Spot on. All right. Now, Nitesh, first question for you, right? Let's see
Yes,
if you recall I don't know whether you were there at the lecture or not, but I'm still asking this question. And it's an important question. The word is dear, D-E-E-R, dear, not D-E-A-R. Dear, D-E-E-R, dear. Give me the plural form.
Deers.
Well, take another chance. Dear, the plural is dear.
Boy.
It is not dears. Dears,
Oh.
dears. Okay, Sushmita. The singular is stag, S-T-A-G, stag. What is the meaning of stag?
Sir, I'm not remembering the meaning right.
Stag
But I
is
have
also a
listened
kind.
to this.
Stag is
right.
also a kind of deer with, very crooked kind of horns. So, what is the plural form of stag?
Stags.
Stags is correct. Stags is correct. I'm asking you at random now. I'm not going by sequence. Okay, Kirti. What is the plural form of currency? Currency.
Currencies.
Currencies is correct. Currencies is correct. All right. Lekha. What is the plural form of dress? D-R-E-S-S, dress.
Dresses.
Dresses is correct. Absolutely right. Okay. All right. Sneha. What is the plural of the word sky? S-K-Y, sky.
Skies.
Skies is correct. Absolutely right. Okay, Shivam. What is the plural form of water? Think for a second. Think for a few seconds before you answer. Water. W-A-T-E-R, water.
Water is like water. It has both.
Yes, you are right. You are right. Water can be both water and waters. Depends upon the context, right? If you are treating water as an uncountable noun, then it will be water. And if you are treating it as a countable noun, sometimes it can be treated as a countable noun as well. Then then you will be taking the plural or giving me the plural or writing the plural as waters, right? So well done, all of you. That has been okay. Let me see if you remember what I said. Sushmita, what is the plural of scenery? Scenery. SCENERY. Scenery.
Sceneries.
Sushmita, you probably were not there at the time. The
No,
plural.
scenery, it's scenery. I remember this, yeah.
Right. It is scenery. Okay, Lekha. Plural form of sheep. SHEEP. Sheep.
Sheep.
Sheep is sheep. Very good. Well
Yes.
done. All right. Okay, Nitesh, what is the plural of fish? FISH, fish.
Fish.
Right. Fish can be both fish and fishes. These days, the expression fishes is also accepted. Right? Now, with that said, let's get back to the presentation. Only a small bit of it is left. So let's get back to the presentation. Here we go. Okay, so the ultimate grammar is practicing the primal methods. Okay, as you keep listening to good English and practice speaking the language, you will become more and more familiar with these singular and plural rules. Just keep practicing, and before you know it, you will be using them like a native, or maybe better than a native. You do not have to, for goodness sake, memorize any rules. You will not be memorizing any rules. You don't need to memorize any rules. Use your gut to learn. Use your instincts to learn. And how will you do that? Well, the simplest way to do that is to expose yourself more and more to the English atmosphere. Watch English newscasts, watch English movies, watch English serials, listen to English newscasts on some audio news channel. There are plenty of them available on the web. Listen to them. Listen to the TED Talks. Listen to the interviews on YouTube. Surround yourself with English and practice those 3 golden methods: spontaneous speech, shadowing, and of course, coterie talk, which I'm sure, not sure, but almost sure that many of you are ignoring right now. It's not a good thing to do. All right. I mean, I'm talking about the live participants, not about the ones who are watching this course as a part of a series of videos on YouTube. Okay, going ahead. I said going ahead. Sometimes, when I scold you boys and girls, this presentation begins to protest. Look how loyal this presentation is to you guys, right? Finally, since it understood that I'm going to scold it as well, now it has moved forward. The ultimate grammar is practicing the primal methods. Okay, as you keep listening to good English and practice speaking the language, you will become more and more familiar with these singular and plural rules. Just keep practicing, and before you we're already done it. Okay, you will be using them like okay, we had already read this, no problem. So next we will study adjectives. When are we going to study adjectives? The adjectives we'll study in the next class, not in this class. That's all for now. Never miss out on practicing the primal methods. Remember, don't miss out on practicing the primal methods. That's all. We come back. Sushmita,
Yes, sir.
pull up your socks. Are you wearing socks?
Yes, sir, I'm ready.
You're wearing... Okay. I was surprised. If you had said, yes, I'm wearing socks, I would be surprised. Why? In this heat, if you're wearing socks. All right, I'm giving you full screen. Be ready.
I'm wearing socks, sir.
Yeah, very good. Very good. Now, progressively, the topics are going to get harder, right? I'm giving you a topic that is challenging, but I'm sure with your kind of intelligence, with your kind of spontaneity, you'll be able to do justice to this topic. Okay? Now, your topic, dear Sushmita, is genetic engineering. Genetic engineering. Genetic engineering. Shoot.
So, sir has given me such a tough topic. I think, sir, I am supposed to be very intelligent in the eyes of sir, but I am not that intelligent that sir should give me such topic like genetic engineering. But still, as the name suggests, I can guess this relates to something, some type of technical things related to genetic, and genetic means something which is hierarchical, or which is coming from your like lineage, the characteristics which you are uh, what I can say, possessing from your mother or your father, from your any of the lineage, you are carrying that property. So that is something genetic. And genetic engineering suggests that something, some kind of engineering which can predict uh, what kind of what can I say? Nothing is striking me. Nothing is striking me. Nothing is striking me. So, okay, so the topic is very, very tough. Nothing is actually striking me, but I can talk on engineering. So, when I was in 11th class, everyone suggested me that I should take engineering as a subject. I should do IIT. But I don't know, even I can understand why I was not interested in engineering. So, even though I had all the resources available freely, because many of the teachers told me that you just come to our coaching, I'll provide everything, books and coachings free to you. But I was not interested, and this is clear funda in my life. If I'm not interested in anything, if you're giving me thousands of crores, I will not do that work. This is completely clear funda in my life. I was when I cracked SSC CGL, I was offered for 20 lakh package for teaching English in a YouTube channel, but I completely point blank, I rejected that. I'm not interested in teaching anymore, because I was a teacher before I was preparing. So I enjoyed my life as a teacher. So I want to do something new. That's why I did that. But yes, suddenly something is coming in my mind. When I was in 10th class, uh, I got a very good teacher of biology who teaches me about, who taught me about something kind of genetic. And I was very interested when I was learning about genetics. I was learning about human structure. I was learning about genes. That was so I would say mesmerizing for me, how the whole body, which is given to us as a present by God, and there are so many chemicals, so many happenings occurring in our body, and we are unaware of that. So how can two chemicals mix and make a characteristics? When I was taught that something gene is something where your characteristics is carrying from one kind of person to another, I was shocked how this is possible. Though I was not able to carry that learning after my schooling, uh, I was very interested. I sometimes at that time I thought I should opt medical as a subject, but that was too costly. When I heard that 50 lakh per annum, I that time I was shocked on how the fees was very, very, very costly. That's why I did not pursue for that. But I was very interested in genes, genetics, and all. Though I am not uh, like, I'm not that interested that I would watch videos or learning from of that right now. So I know I'm talking rubbish and nothing talking on the topic, but as sir suggested at this, we have to only talk and talk. That's what I'm doing, and I think I'm doing this very good. I mean, very well. So okay, nothing is striking me. Okay, so now I should come to the word engineering. So I have a friend who is an engineer, and when I was preparing for, I was offered to prepare for engineering. That time, many of my friends were also engineers. Not my friends, my brothers were engineers, and their salary was around 20,000 per month. They were posted in Bangalore. So I thought, after toiling so much, after doing so much hard work in engineering, they cracked and they are just getting 20,000 per month. When I came to Delhi and I met engineers of here, I observed that 20 lakh package is very normal. So after coming here, I regretted that I should have opted the subject engineering, because the package is very very high. I guess engineering is something where you can make lots of money if you're talent. If you are engineer by your choice, you can earn a lot from your job, and that's a very interesting job, I think, because one of my very close friends is engineer, and they are very creative kind of people. Not all of them, but many of them are actually. Okay, so I have recently heard about the course MS. If you do MS course, then you can get a 1.5 lakh kind of package in America or somewhere outside. That is very interesting.
Sushmita, that should do. Okay, please give a round of applause, please. Great. Sushmita, do not worry. Okay, maybe you were off track, but the best part was you continued to speak. You followed the advice of your teacher and you followed the technique. You have done well. Of course, if you had spoken more on the topic, it would be even better, but doesn't matter. What you have done is commendable. I appreciate it. And all your friends appreciate it. Let's see what your friends are saying. Here we see. All right. My team says, truly inspiring performance, dear. Truly inspiring performance, dear. I completely agree with my team. Sanjay says, terrific performance. Agree with him as well.
Extra.
Sanjay says, good job, dear. Indeed. Very well done. Pallavi says, very nice, Sushmita. You have done really well. Isha says, really, it's a great performance. Indeed. Seema says, appreciable job you did, Sushmita. Indeed, very well done. Okay, Nitesh says, very well spoken on an unknown topic. Great performance, Sushmita. Agree with him. Shivam writes, it was really great performance, and two wonderful smileys doing he, and thereafter going to do something like this next time when no idea strikes. Okay. All right. Then Lekha says, nice performance, Sushmita. Everyone is going to do so if sir is giving us hard topic. You have made it comfortable for us to talk away from topics. Wow. Look, Lekha is just there all the time, We should learn the art of analysis from Lekha. I'm sure she is the best data scientist in the world right now. She will look at your performance. No matter if it's a conversation, she'll look at the boy or the girl or at the two girls or at the two boys. And what I did the other day. Right. Let's see what the boy is saying. Yes. Okay. What's the girl saying? Okay. Well, there's a mismatch really. Theek hai, just about okay. So it's going to be a very objective assessment. So if Lekha is praising you, okay. If Lekha is praising you, you have reasons to be happy, Sushmita. All right. So then Pranjal says, Lekha, I hope you take what I'm saying about you in the positive sense. I'm really saying it in the positive sense. I absolutely admire you for your blunt talk and analytically correct talk. I truly appreciate it. Right? Be like this always. Be like this all your life. Right? Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yes, dear. Okay, so thereafter Pranjal says, wonderful storytelling. Agreed. Hemanta says, I want to learn this technique without knowing much about the topic. Well, dear Hemanta, you can check up the fourth or fifth episode of this training program. You will see me delivering a speech on a subject that was completely alien to me, right? So probably you will be able to pick up cues from that. Okay, so there is one of the participants. Acha, my team says, please see previous lessons on YouTube. Absolutely right. Thank you. My team also chips in with very good advice. Okay, there was one boy in the group who said, it was really a great performance. Two laughters. Okay, going to do something like this next time when no idea strikes. So that boy said that he would take on the challenge if the challenge should come to him, and he will be following Sushmita's footsteps. Let's see how well that boy does. Has the boy pulled up his socks? Let the boy say himself. I'll not take his name. Who's the
Yes,
boy?
sir.
Oh, there is the boy. Okay, good. So the boy is ready. So have you pulled up your socks, my dear?
Yes, sir. I
I-
have.
You are really wearing socks, are you?
Like, not literally,
Okay, not
but
literally. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. You know, I know geniuses can do very weird things. If you had said that, yes, I'm wearing socks, not one pair of socks, socks over socks, 2 pairs of socks I'm wearing, then also I would not be surprised, because I deem you as a genius. Geniuses do the most weird things. There's a legend which says that one great scientist had 2 dogs. One, a huge one, and the other one was a little dog. And he used to sleep very early, but he wanted his dogs to take their night walk in the compound. The compound was such that the dogs would not be able to leave the compound and go out. So he called a mason one day and said, my dear friend, on the wall of the dog's room, make 2 holes. One should be a large hole and the other one should be a small hole. And that man looked at this great scientist and said, sir, why 2 holes? One large hole will do. One large hole is enough for both the dogs to come out and take their night walks. He said, yes, I thought that the large dog will use the large hole and the small dog will use the small hole. So these geniuses like you, Isha, Kirti, Sushmita, Sanjay, Sneha, Nitesh, Pallavi, Hemanta, Pranjal, and Seema, they can sometimes do very weird things, right? So you don't need 2 holes on the wall. You just need one large hole that the mason understood, the worker understood. But the scientist was confused. He thought that he needs 2 holes on the wall for the dogs to come out and take their night walk. So using that argument, if you had been wearing 2 pairs of socks, I wouldn't be surprised, because I deem you to be a genius of the highest degree. And now be ready. Pull up your literal socks. Pull up your virtual socks, because the topic is coming your way. And it's going to be a ruthless topic. Okay, dear. So, your topic, my dear friend, your topic, dear Shivam, is, let's see if you can answer, if you can speak on this. The trident of Lord Shiva. The trident of Lord Shiva. The trident of Lord Shiva. Shoot.
the trident of Lord Shiva. First of all, I don't know what trident means, but there must be something great about it. Trident, maybe the Trishul, what we know about, but let's see what we can talk about on the other things, because Lord Shiva, the place where I belong from, is known as the favorite place of Shiva, because I am from Devghar, Jharkhand. So, and it has got the Jyotirling, out of 12 Jyotirling, it is one of the favorite most to him. And so for me, the Lord Shiva has been the dear God, the God which I'll just like go to, like when I'm happy, when I'm sad, when I need something, like when I just don't need something, I'll just go to him, because like he is the one we have been like worshipping or like doing, and in our like in our city we just call him Baba. So like he's the father to us, and the trident, uh, like I don't know what that means, but it should mean the trio, I hope, but I can be wrong. But I'll try, and I can talk about more like the Lord Shiva, because uh, this Lord Shiva is one of the trio that we have. What, Vishnu, Mahesh, and Shiv, like Shiv, Vishnu, Mahesh. I think these three are the trios of uh, like great gods. They control all. Like they are the superior gods, I hope. And and the place where I'm from is called the Nagari of Bhole. So yeah, and what, Shiv is also known as the Mahakal, and these days now the trend of uh, the the Bhakt of Mahakal, we all do that, and now teenagers and like many of us just do these things, like in the uh, it means in the name of the Lord Shiva, they just use bhang and dhatura and the ganja. In the name of Lord Shiva, they use all this, and they say that these things are dear to the Lord Shiva. So we are just doing, and this is the a way of like worshipping him, or like showing devotion to him. But they are actually enjoying what they want, and like they are misusing what that should not be there, but they are misusing the name, and like just consuming these not good things. And this Shravan month is very special to Lord Shiva, because in the month of Shravan, we don't eat non-veg. So like we become veg for like one whole month. But this year, this Shravan month is of like 2 months. So like it's been very hard for us to be pure non-veg, not eating the egg, and like not eating anything which is not veg. So it's been difficult. My roommate is also like just hungry and like so desperate of like this month to be like ending so soon, but still there are like 22 days or 23 days to go. So after that we'll be having like great amount of non-veg, because it's been long since we have not been eating those things, and they are like delicious, because I'm not really into that, but yeah, sometimes for a change we need all those things. And in the month of Shravan, there is like Somvari thing. uh, so the crowd becomes double, because the temple that I have in my place, Devghar, like in other days, in the weekdays, the crowd will be of like 2 lakhs, but on the Monday it becomes double, more than like 4 lakh, or 4 lakh, and like 4.5 lakh. So the crowd becomes double, and like on all 8 Mondays people just keep fast. But I haven't like kept a fast for like so long. But girls, they do that, and there's a belief that the girls or boys who just keeps the fast on this day, on this Monday, they get like their desired like beloved, like husband or wife. So for that reason they do all these things. It might be true, but it's also a good way of like balancing your health, because when you are on fast, you actually just make your body to rest and to recover from the things that is not going well, not functioning well in the body. So it is good. And Lord Shiva is like so great, because he has just like taken, like he's had the poison that was just come out of the manthan, the Samudra manthan, which we have heard in the stories. So these are the things, and he is the great, because he is the one who is just
Okay, that should
having
do. That should do. Give him a huge round of applause. Okay, the topic was what? The topic was the trident of Lord Shiva. What is the trident? Who will tell me?
Trishul.
Trishul. Trishul is the trident. It is the three-pronged spear. The three-pronged spear. Okay. You know what's a Trishul, right, Shivam?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I guessed it, but
Okay.
I was
Yes.
not sure about it.
You use some words in connection with Lord Shiva. It's important to know the English equivalents of those words. One word was bhang, right? English you would write B-H-A-N-G, bhang. What is the English equivalent of bhang? Don't check your Google. Don't check your Google. Use your mind's Google and tell me. What is the
marijuana.
English? Huh?
It's like a drug. Drug plant.
Of course, it's like a drug. I know that. But what is it
Drug
called?
plant. Drug plant.
Yes, my dear Kirti, you are absolutely correct. But what is it
It's
called in
weed.
English?
Marijuana, sir.
Weed.
It's not weed. It's called hemp. H-E-M-P, hemp. You use the word dhatura. What is dhatura called in English? Hey, come on. You must know this, right? What is it?
Wild leaves.
No idea.
It is called thorn sapple. Thorn sapple.
Thorns apple.
Thorn sapple.
Thorns apple.
Thorn sapple. Because dhatura has all these horns coming out of its body, right? That's why it is
Thorns
called,
apple.
yes, thorn sapple. Thorn sapple.
Thorns apple.
Thorn sapple. Thorn sapple. Now see, these, you might ask me, why is it important to know all this? It is important to know all this because you might need to tell others about your culture. How do you explain
Yes.
your culture if you don't know the English equivalents of these words? Okay, there is something called Bel Patra. Bel Patra. You know what is Bel Patra? The Bel
Wood
leaves that
apple.
you... Huh?
Wood
Oh,
apple.
wow. Kirti is blazing all guns. Please give her a huge round of applause for answering this. Well done. But sometimes too much of English equivalence can cause problems. Do you know why? Do you know why? Because if you use too many English equivalents, people may not understand. There is this word ghee, G-H-E-E, ghee. Ghee is what? If you say ghee in Europe, they'll all understand, because ghee has now been accommodated as an English word, as an imported word in the Oxford Dictionary. So if you go to a British shop and say, hey, give me 1 kg of ghee, they'll know what you're asking for. But the English equivalent of ghee is clarified butter. If you go to a shop and say, Mr., Miss, give me 1 kg of clarified butter, they'll look at you and say, hey, clarified butter? What is clarified butter, friend? And you will not be able to probably explain. You have to use the word ghee. Let me use some other English Hindi words. Let me see if you can give me the equivalence of the English equivalence of those words. There is this word called charpai. Charpai. Charpai in Hindi. What is the English equivalent of charpai?
4 feet bed.
What? What did you say?
Folding.
Folding bed.
Folding.
Oh, well, Lekha, you are close. but
4-feet bed. That's
all right, I'll take that. There are two equivalents. One is charpoi, CHARPOY, charpoi, which has been included in the in many dictionaries, English dictionaries. The other is rope bed, ROPE, rope dash bed, rope bed. Okay, you have done very well, Shivam, and you indeed followed the footsteps of Sushmita, and you followed her footsteps really well, and you did an excellent job. Let's see what your friends have to say about you. Okay. My team says fantabulous performance. Agreed. Seema says very well done, Shivam. Agreed. Isha says wonderful speech. And Sanjay says wonderful and wonderful, nice performance. Great. Let's see what Lekha says. Let's see what Lekha says. Lekha's objective assessment is nice performance, Shivam. At least we have learned how to speak in English for 6 minutes non-stop. Look, the objective mind of this girl will always be working. She is a powerhouse of analytics, I tell you. Right? If you just do an X-ray of her brain, you will see machines, all kinds of machines going around. Right? Making those gears are moving around and making sounds. Lekha, you are exceptionally intelligent. And I'm saying this flat on your face. Everybody is in the class, but I'm saying it to you specially because your objective assessments are so good. By the way, you have got a compliment from Pallavi. Pallavi says, yes, sir, I agree. Lekha is a great observer. And you are. And you should be. Thank you, Lekha, for being so
Thank
objective
you,
in your
sir.
assessment. Okay.
Thank
Pallavi
you.
again writes, really nice, Shivam. Okay. And okay, my team says thorn apples. Yes, you are right. Thorn apples it is. My team knows it. Okay, Nitesh says outstanding performance, Shivam. Keep it up. I completely agree with your friend Nitesh. Okay. And Shivam says thank you, everyone. And Hemanta says Shivam, the unstoppable speaker. And Shivam writes, thank you. Sneha says, well done, Shivam. I also don't know the meaning of trident. Now you know what trident is. Trident is that three-pronged spear, what you call Trishul in Sanskrit. Okay? Understood? Okay. Thank you to all. Thank you to all from my side also. Sushmita also thanks all of you. So thank you from my side also now. You have all done very well. I'm so happy to teach this class of geniuses, and I truly mean it. All of you are doing so well. Tomorrow, we will be continuing with our learning of English grammar, essential English grammar, adjectives. You are right, adjectives. And then 2 of the lucky ones will get gruesome topics to speak on. Okay? And they could be Sushmita and Shivam again. Those who speak on one day should not be basking in that should not feel reassured that they'll not be called upon to speak the next day. Anybody can called upon to speak the next day. Thank you so much, all of you. Take care, and I see you tomorrow. Good night and take care. Thank you again.
Good night, sir.
Good night. Good night.
Good night, sir. Good night,
Good night.
sir.
Good night, dear.
Hi, sir.